everybody? Andrew here. Off of Whiskey Saturday night. Here we are. And gee whiz, how'd you like that intro music? Huh? Pretty cool this time. Hey, for those who join us the first time, my name is Andrew. I am the face who runs the place. That's right. A little bit of bubbly going on this evening. That's right. A little bit of the popcorn and whiskey going on. And I want to say howdy to everybody watching out there in different lands. You got the Facebook Live, got the Twitch going on tonight, and I got the YouTube heading on tonight. So hope everyone's doing okay. And I know college football season is going on right now, all kinds of college football games. Also, we have my wrestling on this evening, which I completely forgot about until a few minutes ago. I'm a big WWE fan, and they have a what they used to call a pay-per-view show on tonight, but I think it's called a premium live stream now. I think that's what they call them. But anyway, it is on this evening, and I will be watching that here when I log off. So also, for those who are joining me, first of all, let me make sure everything is sounding okay on different platforms. How's this? Okay. Looks like Facebook is going okay. What about, though, Twitch? Let's see how Twitch is acting this evening. See if I can hear myself on Twitch or not. All right, come over here. That's somebody else. Okay, my channel. Let's see if Twitch is going on there or not. Yep. Okay, Twitch is happening. Okay. Now the dreaded YouTube. All right, got to check the YouTube to make sure it's going well on YouTube. And once I come over here and see if I'm, could it be 3 for 3? No problem. Look at that, man. Oh man, I'm doing my triple cast. Look at that. Okay. All right. Doing the triple cast. Man, we got some stuff to talk about tonight. Oh my word. Tonight we will be talking about the Golden Bachelor. That's right. That was a hoot to watch the other night. So we'll get into that. Hey, sporting a new hat tonight. Kubota right there. Kubota. Anybody from Kubota watching right now? I could use a sponsor. Absolutely. Love my Kubota tractor. So you can always use a sponsor here. No problem. Got sporting the see if you can see this. Let me move the microphone so you can see my Oscar the Grouch shirt right there, baby, showing off the guns. That's right. Sporting the Oscar the Grouch shirt. So, all right. Now, you know what? I need to get over here to the comments just to see if anybody's going to be commenting on there. Okay. So there you go. That's what's going on there. Let me take another swig of this. Going on. So, all right. Couple things we're going to talk about. Like I said, we're going to talk about the Golden Bastards coming up just a little bit. Tonight, I am being sponsored by myself. That's right. I try to sponsor each show that I do. Usually, I sponsor it with a product, good, or service that I have written or produced. That's right. Usually, it's a book I've written or something that because I also am in the health and fitness world. I'll offer stuff with that. Recently, if you've been watching anything that I do, you should know this. But if you don't, first of all, shame on you. You should be watching every time I go live. You should be watching that. I don't like this angle of the camera. I don't know why. I just don't care for this angle. So I gotta figure out something else. I'm looking at changing the background as well too. With that. But all right. So this is being sponsored by a business that I've recently started outside of the health and fitness. I am what they call a digital branch office. I have one product. I exclusively market one product. And this product is going gangbusters right now. And this product is Transact Card. It's now banking changes forever. That's right. If you know anything about how credit cards work, you would be in the business end of this product. Highly interested. There is so much going on behind the scenes. business wise. You would be an absolute I don't know what the proper phrase would be here, but if you would look at this business as a business, there is something about this is you're going to say, wow, because it is a franchise. You are buying into a franchise. Now, if you don't want any part of the business whatsoever, I get it. That's fine. The card itself is phenomenal. The card itself, right now we're in pre-launch. By pre-launch, I mean the official launch hasn't been, the card hasn't been officially launched to the public yet. So the people who are getting the card now, it's a Visa debit card. Straightforward. It is a Visa debit card. Visa just doesn't go with anybody. FDIC insured, and FDIC doesn't just go with anybody. Okay, keep that in mind. There is stuff that's going on behind the scenes that is absolutely unheard of in the banking world. Absolutely unheard of in the credit card world. And because of all this being unheard of stuff, and because of all this pre-launch stuff, the basic consumer, which is somebody who's not interested in the business aspect of everything, but just getting a debit card itself, that aspect of everything right now is phenomenal because you're getting all kinds of perks. All right. Now, I just read a stat today that it says 46% of people who use some sort of credit card and or debit card, bank card, 46% of these folks use the card because of the reward points they get or the reward whatever they get. Okay. So let's talk about that for a second. If you get a reward point, if you use your card for reward point purposes, which you should, all right, absolutely you should. Whether you use my card or not, or somebody else's card, you should always use a card for reward purposes. Why not? I mean, some cards you're getting 3% back, 5% back. Man, if you spend $1,000 a month on the card, which most people do nowadays, if not more, and you get 5% back, you're getting $50 back in your pocket. Not too shabby. If you have a bank card that's going to give you reward points, in other words, they're going to give you airline miles, so to speak. They're going to give you cruise miles, so to speak. They're going to give you points towards your rental car or something like that. You're going to use it, right? Of course you are. So what if a card came around and says, you know what? What if I give you a 1-for-1 match? In other words, what if I give you a $1 for $1 match on your card? You spend $1,000, I'm going to give you $1,000 of what they call buying power. Not too shabby, is it? Absolutely not. But then a question comes up, well, what can I buy with this buying power? That's a fair question. And right now, again, being in pre-launch, it's hard to explain visually because you're not in a position to see it because we're in pre-launch. Those of us who have been in the business or who are in the business that have a franchise or has what they call a digital branch office, it's technically not a franchise until we launch. Keep that in mind. Those of us who are doing that get to see behind the scenes. So yes, there are all kinds of products in this digital store, and that's what you buy. You buy stuff at the store. Think of Amazon, but your own personal rewards place. You can use your rewards to buy down products. So for instance, let's say, I don't know, let's say a phone. I got a phone here. Let's say you need to buy a phone. You go to the phone store, and your phone's going to be, let's say $500, which still flabbergasts me that people pay $500 for a freaking phone, which I don't understand at all. No. And you go to Amazon, that same phone is $500. You come to the Z Club, Z store, and that phone's going to be $500. That phone's going to be the same no matter where you buy it. Here's the kicker with the card. You get to buy down the price of that phone because of the points you accumulated, a 1-to-1 ratio. And here's the part that most people are missing. And a few people I've talked to, and I'll explain that in a second. And what they're missing is you're doing it anyway. You are buying stuff anyway. If you currently use a card to buy stuff, to pay your bills, to live your life, why not get the most bang for your buck for it, right? If you're going to spend $70 in gas, put on a card, why not put it on their Visa debit card and get $70 back in buying power so you can buy down the cost of the phone? You're buying the gas anyway. Use it to your advantage. I mean, it's just that simple. So that's one of the perks is you get the 1-to-1 ratio. But and if you get this card during pre-launch, which if you look at the link, I just sent you the link, put the link in there, check it out. If you get this card during pre-launch, you're going to get $2 for every dollar spent. So you're going to get double the reward points. The best of all, think about your first think about this, your current credit card, your current card. Do you pay a monthly fee? Excuse me, a yearly fee with this, not a monthly. I hope you don't pay a monthly fee of this. Unless you're paying, if you're not paying it off, you're paying interest. So then you are, financially speaking, we need to talk a little bit about that. Okay. But if you can't afford to pay it down, that's a whole different ballgame. We'll talk about that as well. But then you really need to talk to me at that point. But if you're paying a yearly fee for your card, ask yourself, well, what is it? I was looking at getting a card for an airline that I fly frequently, because they were offering bonus points and so on and so forth with the airline. Okay, that's fine. It was $59 a year, which, hey, if you want the points, that's what you're going to pay. $59 a year. Great, fantastic. The card I'm offering right now, look at the link in the comments. Okay, just put the link in there. Right now, you can get that card for a one-time fee. One-time fee. Lifetime. You get this card for a lifetime. No other fee. $25. That's it. $25. Here's how insignificant, if you will, $25 is to the common person. And this is my perspective. I worked the concession stand at local high school football games. I'm part of the Lions Club. We're in my hometown, so we work in a concession stand. There are kids coming up to the concession stand on a Friday night who buy $10, $15, $20 worth of candy. Nothing else, but they do. They get that in candy. Now, if you're telling me $25 is too steep to get a lifetime membership, so to speak, at a virtual online club called the Z Club, if that's too steep for you, don't you dare tell me you're buying candy with that, or giving your kid $20 to buy candy. Don't you dare tell me you're buying cigarettes with that, and don't you dare tell me you get a soda pop every morning somewhere, or don't you dare tell me you go to Starbucks. Okay, because you're lying to me and you're lying to yourself. If you don't want the card, you don't want the card. Great, but don't make an excuse that $25, blah blah blah. Somebody actually told me that's a scam. Okay, all right. If that's what you believe, great. But what's the scam? What's the scam? You think I'm going to risk my reputation? You think I'm going to risk my integrity on scamming you out of $25? Really? I'll tell you what. I'll give you this part. If you're still watching this right now, refer back to this, what I'm talking about. Refer back to it. And if this card isn't everything I'm telling you it is, I will personally go to your house and give you the $25. No questions asked. All I ask at that point is you tear up the card. Yeah. Well, if you think if the $25 is not, if the card's not useful for you, tear up the card, and that's it. Forget about it. All right. I'll tell you what, you can even keep the card. Don't even tear up the card. Keep the card. All right. Simple as that. But check the link in the comments. We'll go from there. I am sponsoring myself. Somebody says, yeah, you're just saying it because they sponsor you. No, Transact Card does not sponsor me. I am my own business. I run my own business. I run my own franchise here in the next few weeks. It'll be actually called a franchise. Right now, I'm a digital branch office. My one product is I market the card. That's my one product. Okay. Excuse me. If you want to get into more details about business wise, we'll get into that as well. But think about all the fees. No, I'm not going to get into it right now. Okay, that's enough about that. All right, thank you for being here. All right, that's just it. That's it. Let's talk about the Golden Bachelor. Has anybody seen it or watched it the other night? Wow is all I got to say. I don't know if it was a train wreck or just completely different, and here's why. First of all, I'm not going to use the phrase that I used this morning when I was talking to somebody. I said, the dude is a 72-year-old dude, fairly handsome. I'll give him that. A fairly handsome guy, a good-looking guy. And I don't know how many, but he has a whole bunch of old broads on there that's coming on to swoop him off his feet, so to speak. And somebody says, why are you using that terminology? I said, what terminology? He goes, well, you called the guy a dude. I said, okay, I'm sorry. Well, I shouldn't say that. How come the elderly, statesmanly gentleman, very, very handsome young man, old man, very handsome, elderly statesman. That's right. And he has a bunch of old broads he's going after. Or I said, a bunch of old broads coming after him, I should say. So what we're going to do is going to go through some of these chicks. And I'm going to tell you my opinion of them based on what I can remember. Okay. Because I was laughing at some of this. So, all right, hold on a second. Let me get to it here. So I got to do a little bit of a screen share. Windows there. Share that here. Okay, I'm supposed to be up here. Okay. So this is the screen share. This is the screen. This is according to EW.com, whatever EW is. But this is going to go through, and we're going to talk about some of the broads that are on here. I call them the old broads. Some of the girls that are on here. Some of the ladies. You can't call them young ladies. Some of the ladies on here. All right. First of all, we had Anna, 61 years old. Fairly attractive. Really attractive. Summit, New Jersey, retired nutritionist. So she was okay. All right. So I don't recall seeing much of her, but I'm sure she was on there. And he had April. This chick is wacky. I'm telling you what. She's from Port St. Lucie, Florida, 65 years old. She's clucking like a chicken. I mean, what the heck is going on with her? Let's see. Dreams of Writing a best-selling book. Sold. I've already pre-ordered it. Airport, you just need to write it. Okay. She's a chicken rancher, chicken farmer, or something like that. That's why I understood it. So she was a nutcase. But I'm sure that's why I kept her around, because she is something different. And this is Christina, 73. I'm telling you what, for 73, she looks fantastic. Yeah, she looks fantastic. Edith, 60. I don't know if that's the look of a 60-year-old or not, but I think she's fairly attractive. She's from California, a retired realtor, so she knows how to talk to people. Ellen, 71. She was okay. Delray Beach, Florida. So far we have 2 Floridas and I do believe 2 Californias on here, right? Let's see here. Who's California, Florida, and New Jersey. Okay, so we have 2 California, 2 Floridas, and then Jersey. All right, so who's next? Faith. Faith was cute. I think she's the one that rode up on a motorcycle. She was from Washington. I think she rode up on a motorcycle. Jeannie, I don't recall seeing much of Jeannie. She's from Tennessee. Joan, 60. I think Joan was the, let's see, this is Rockland private school administrator. Wow, Joan. You don't see too many private school administrators around my schools that look like Joan. Joan, you're pretty cute. Kathy, 70 years old. She's from Texas. Okay. Educational consultant. She's obsessed with Christmas. Oh, geez. Leslie, 64. I think she's the Yeah, fitness instructor from Minneapolis. A fitness instructor. She's a former aerobics champion. Oh wow! Hopefully, get it more than that. So we got that one. Then we got Maria. She's 60, hometown New Jersey, health and wellness director. I don't recall seeing her the other night. I'm sure she was on there. I'm sure every one of these girls were on there. I just don't recall seeing them. Marina, 60. She was okay. I liked her personality. From California, of course. Nancy, 60. I don't recall seeing Nancy much. Nancy's a Bruce Springsteen stan. Probably supposed to be his fan. All right. Nancy doesn't get a one-on-one date featuring a private concert from the boss. That'd be a darn shame. Natasha, 60, classy. She's very classy the way she portrayed herself. New York, New York. Pamela, 75. I didn't care for her much. This dress makes this one look awful. That's what she's wearing here. It makes her look awful. Her name is Patty. She reminded me of who was the person from the Gina Davis character on The League of Their Own. She reminded me of Gina Davis in The League of Their Own, just the way she wore her hair and her smile and everything else. Not the baseball player Gina Davis, but the older character Gina Davis. Yeah. Peggy, 69. I don't recall seeing her much. Renee, 67. I think she's the one that was making out with the dude. Former Chicago Honey Bears cheerleader. They didn't say that. Unless she's the one that came out as a cheerleader. I hope it wasn't her. Sandra, 75. Very mysterious, if you ask me. She was on it. She's not going to play. She's not playing around. She's a serious type. Susan, I didn't care for her. She was wearing a dress that revealed way too much, and at her age, she shouldn't be revealing that much because it didn't look too good on her. At least I didn't think so. Sylvia, 64. I don't recall seeing much of Sylvia. Teresa, this chick is a flirt. I'm telling you this. She was flirting everywhere. And she's going to be devastated when she's not going to be in the finale, which I don't see her being in the finale, but she's going to be devastated. So we'll see. I don't. He let 3 of them go the other day, last Thursday. So I don't know. I hope it's not a spoiler for anybody, but I don't remember who they were. I don't think they did a very good job of telling us who the 3 left were. They were too focused on keeping the ones who were going to stay, it was a 1-hour show, which I think at the premiere of this should have been a 2-hour one, but afterwards they had the Paradise Bachelor or something like that, which I watched the first 10 minutes. I'm like, I don't get it. All the young kids, I didn't get it. So yeah, they totally lost the crowd that they had. They being the network. I mean, they had one of the biggest debuts of this Bachelor thing ever, from what I read, and they totally blew it by having it 1 hour. And then people went into that second hour like, I don't want to watch this. I am sure that viewership dropped in a major way. So that was that was the Golden Bachelor. So it was quite entertaining. This one I will be watching. All right. Usually I don't set aside weekend or weekday nights for much. Okay, Monday nights I have Monday Night Raw, which I have in the background. I don't always watch it intently. And this last season I watched America's Got Talent. I wasn't watching it intently. I had it on. The only show I watch intently, I focus on the show, is the show Alone on the History Channel, which was on Thursday nights. And I haven't watched Alone Australia, which I can get caught up on that. But Alone, love that show. But this Golden Bachelor, I think I'm going to be wrapped up in this Golden Bachelor. I'm telling you, a couple of those chicks were train wrecks. I was like, wow. The last time I was wrapped up in one of these type of reality shows, something similar to this, I remember this was back in the mid to late 90s. It was something called Temptation Island. I don't know what it was I was watching beforehand, but I had no preconceived intense intentions to watch this Paradise Island, or Temptation Island, I should say. And it came on, and the first 10-15 minutes were an utter train wreck. I said, I gotta keep watching this. And so the next day, I was working at a restaurant as a bartender. And I was talking to some of the other bartenders and servers the next day, and there's one other bartender that she said she watched it as well. So then from then on out, every night, every time, every week, this show was on. I don't even remember what night it was on, but we would watch it, and we would call each other on the first commercial to make sure we were watching it, because it was such a train wreck. Oh my God, was it a train wreck? But that's why you were glued to it the whole time. I would love to know what half of those folks are doing now. I wouldn't be surprised if half of them are died of drug overdoses or something. But it was a freaking train wreck. So, hey, oh, by the way, over here, want to buy me a drink? Buy me a cup of coffee? Something? Go to angelpaletto.com/drink, and you'll check it out. Buy me a drink over there. Okay, so we talked about the Golden Bachelor, talked about my Transact card. I gotta get to the wrestling, man. I'm telling you, popcorn and whiskey this evening is it's fun. I'm doing this, but there's so much on. I mean, I'm a huge college football fan. I love college football. This is the game tonight, and Notre Dame and Duke right now are playing. It was halftime when I started the show. I don't know what it is now, and I like Notre Dame. Over the years, my loyalty to them hasn't wavered. I'm still a Notre Dame fan, but I'm not diehard where I'm going to drop everything to watch every race. I mean, every race, every game. Oh, speaking of races, we have Dega this weekend. Talladega, baby. Absolutely. Dega's tomorrow. I got to see who's on the poll. Matter of fact, let me just do that right now while we're here. Let's see who's on the poll. Who made the poll for Dega? All right, let's see here. NASCAR. Big, bad, fast. From the highest storylines to track history. Be in the know before Sunday's Talladega Thriller, 2 p.m. NBC. Finally got into a decent network. Eric Almirola earns Dega poll starting lineup. Oh, okay. Who's starting lineup? Where's my boy? All right, let me look here. Starting lineup for Dega is what? 3, 4. Where's the starting lineup here? More okay. Blah 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 blah. Starting lineup. Full starting lineup. All right, let's see here. Okay, qualifying. Come on. Eric Almirola, Joey Logano, Chase Briscoe. I like him. Carl Larson. Keselowski. I didn't used to, but now that he partnered with Roush, I gotta go back to Roush. Roush is my favorite team. When I started really watching it, getting into it, loved Roush. Let's see. Riley Hurst. Wow, Riley, way to go. Austin Cindric, William Byron, and Bubba. Could somebody please put Bubba into the wall? Thank you. Ryan Blaney, Kevin Harvick, Denny Hamlin, Tyler Reddick, Austin Dillon, Christopher Bell, Martin Truex Jr., Todd Gilliland, Michael McDowell. Where are we at here? Ryan Preece. I like Ryan. Alex Bowman. Harrison Burton. Love Harrison Burton. He drives the number 21, Wood Brothers Racing. I love that car. I hope he has a good day tomorrow. Ty Gibbs, Chase Elliott, Chris Buescher, another Roush guy. Now it's actually Roush, Fenway, Keselowski Racing, RFK Racing. Number 17, Chris Buescher. I like Chris Buescher. My man, Kyle Busch, Rowdy Busch, number 8. And he's starting in 25th place. Eric Jones, JJ Yeley, Daniel Suarez. What does he call his? Danny's Amigos. That's right. That's what he calls his fans that follow him around. They call him Danny's Amigos. That's great. Brendan Poole. All right. Justin Haley, A.G. Allmendinger, the Dinger. Ross Chastain, Ty Dillon, Chandler Smith, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. I like him just for the fact that a few years ago he was a banging old Danica. That's right. Corey LaJoy, BJ McLeod, Carson Hokavar, Carson Hokavar. So there you go. There's a starting schedule. All right. Dega tomorrow, 2:00. Telling you what. And if you watch the truck race, I think it was earlier today, the truck race. Again, the trucks never disappoint at Dega. And they didn't again today. I watched the highlights earlier. I completely forgot the race was on. The trucks never disappoint in Dega. I'm telling you what, if you're a NASCAR fan, if you're a racing fan at all, you watch these trucks, and that's just fun racing right there. Okay? All right, so I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop it here, turn on my wrestling, and yeah, that's it. So, all right, let me do a couple things here. Stop sharing, do that. All right, Popcorn and Whiskey, I'm going to stop here. I might come on later. I don't know, but I'm going to stop it here so I can go watch the wrestling, see what's going on with that. And that's it for Popcorn and Whiskey today. I might even come on tomorrow night just to come on and say howdy. Okay? So, anyway, thanks for being here, Andrew, Popcorn and Whiskey. And I'll stop it. And thanks for being here. Until next time, this is me, the face who runs the place. Ciao.